Other fans downtown for All-Star Week will be turning to pedicabs to get around, but Team 10 found some pedicab drivers hit the streets without permits, without safety equipment, or even liability insurance. Investigator Allison Ash reveals what you need to know to keep you and your family safe.
A fun-filled night under the stars in 2014 as two young women rode in a pedicab near Seaport Village.
The driver of the pedicab was very erratic. He swerved and got into an accident.
The victim, Young Lee Hyun, a tourist from Korea, fell onto the pavement.
She actually had some pretty severe damage on her foot and tried to find out who the owner of the pedicab was.
A year and a half later, her attorney still can't find the owner of that pedicab to serve legal papers. David Lee says a false address was listed on the company's paperwork filed with California's Secretary of State. The address listed was a vacant apartment in this building on Market Street.
It becomes a very big concern because, there's sort of this expectation that if you take a pedicab in downtown, that not only is it being run by a legitimate business, but that it's being policed by the appropriate governmental authorities. And unfortunately, in our experience, that hasn't been the case.
San Diego police say they are enforcing the laws when it comes to pedicabs. In the past 11 months since police took over pedicab enforcement, they've written 48 citations, 14 of them to drivers operating these rigs without permits, 10 for no proof of insurance, and 11 citations for either having broken seatbelts or not having them at all, a problem our tourist from Korea encountered.
She was not wearing one, and nor was she told to wear one.
By law, every pedicab passenger must be buckled in. The driver should be wearing a picture ID like this one, and the city license sticker should be in plain sight on the vehicle. If these things are missing, look for another pedicab. Pedicabs that are legit not only have licenses, but they also have a rate card like this posted where you can clearly see it. There is a problem here, though. See where it says comments or concerns? Call this number. Well, we tried calling the number. Nobody answers. Police took action after people living downtown complained about some pedicabs playing loud music, forcing drivers to turn down the volume.
They're illegal everywhere in the state of California.
This heated exchange between 10 News reporter Bree Steffen and a pedicab driver who was cheating by using a motor pointed out that rules are still bent and broken by some who wheel tourists around. Bottom line, know what you're getting into when you get in a pedicab.
Now, one of the biggest complaints with pedicabs are the fares. The best advice is to negotiate the price per person before you get in, so it's much harder for the driver to inflate prices. But fares for San Diego pedicabs, unlike taxis, are not regulated. To find out more about how to avoid getting ripped off, just go to 10news.com.